As we sit in this sacred spot, the Valley of Peace, let us gently turn to the light of awareness within us. Shining within each of us alike. One mind, one conscious being, awake within many people. And as we turn to this beautiful oneness, as we hear the sounds around us, sensations, perception of our thoughts, our bodies, ourselves. Behold how the awake mind, the pure consciousness, is never changing, but only the perceptions that change, the thoughts that come and go. And see that the true nature of the awake mind whereby you are conscious at this moment is that it is unchanging, pure, infinite, eternal. And behold that there is this one great light of awareness shining within all things, and yet limited by none. And this is our eternal home, our eternal soul, our infinite being. And so it is, the great being, being aware of itself within an infinite number of beings, an infinite conscious hologram, perfect, balanced. And as we turn into this vast ocean within us, we go into this relaxed state of pure, awake mind. How peaceful. And now we go more deeply, and we behold all perceptions and all that exists as waves that are rising and falling, coming and going. But the waves are the great being. It is the essence of the ocean itself, as it manifests in a wave form, your body, your individuality, the sand, the earth, the moon, all the stars. And so we see that wheresoever we gaze, there is nothing but the unbounded light of spirit, pure awake mind, manifesting as that thing, as that being, as that sound, as that thought. And we see then that each of us are awake by virtue of this same light of awareness. We are filled with joy and awe at this perfect and divine oneness as we gaze throughout the cosmos with this perfect eye of oneness. And being thus awake and expanding upward into the space around us, effortlessly we behold this circle from above, and the earth upon which we sit. Mother Earth awake, supporting and loving us, and interacting with us. And there is no empty space, for all of it is awake mind, and from within the intent of the Great Being, every world is formed. Every galaxy is seeded with life. And as we expand through our solar system and then our galaxy, we go into intergalactic space and we behold billions of galaxies stretching outward within ourselves, infinitely in all directions. And all of it is awake. Every coyote, every star, pure consciousness, manifesting as that. And going beyond the veil of light and the curtain of matter and space and time, we behold this most perfect world of light. And we behold that within everything, even in the material cosmos, is this light, its astral essence, like a blueprint. And so we may perceive an apple, and within that apple is the light, the astral form, from which the molecules and atoms are formed. And within the essence of the light and form of the apple is the one light shining in all worlds of light. This, the most great light, the primal light, issuing forth from the morn of creation, from the edge of eternity, the first emanation of light, shining within all. And so it is that whatsoever you contemplate, within it, within the form, the specific astral light which gives rise to that object, there exists this most great one light. And then we behold that within every world, every atom, every person, within this light, unique to its form, is a tone, a perfect resonant tone, unique to that object or being or planet. And as we transcend into the oneness of thought sound, of this resonant and perfect music, we behold that every star and planet and being has this perfect tone within it that blend into one. And this is the primal thought emanating from the absolute unbounded being of pure consciousness. And then we behold, emanating from the absolute plane of the great being, the divine will, through which this primal thought and tone emanates, and through which the great light within all things has its origin, and from which each astral form gives rise to that object. And all of it is awake mind of the great being manifesting from within itself. And carried within every level, celestial, causal, astral, matter, is this divine love which holds the entire creation together, and without which it would all vanish in the twinkling of an eye. And we behold that this is folded within each of us. We are awake, and in this pure awakeness there is emanating the tone, the song of our own soul. And from that perfect song, we see the astral light bursting forth of our own spirit body. And that gives rise to our physical body, resonating the atoms, the molecules, the substance, as we sit in this field, an opening to the infinite within each of us, and indeed within all things. Being thus enlightened and seeing with this eye of oneness, and with the knowledge of the structure of creation unfolding within us, we behold the extraterrestrial peoples from other worlds and realms, and we see that they are aware of this reality. And their sciences are divine sciences that allow them to utilize this knowledge as easily as we utilize a phone or a light switch. We see they are then here with us, for there is no distance in space or time. And then we behold that the celestial realm is folded within us, and the angelic beings are within us and around us. And in this perfect oneness, we behold within each of us the great being standing, the most great light, the perfect primal thought, emanating forth from the awake mind, the conscious mind whereby you are awake at this moment. And so you see your true self and the reality of life, that at all times we are one, and the great being is manifesting from within itself, each of us, a perfect hologram of this quantum conscious being. And we are at once ourselves, and at the same instant, we are that great being. Let us then sit in silence as we contemplate our true selves and invite all beings, extraterrestrial, celestial, the entire concourse on high, to gather here at this spot and to be unveiled before our eyes, as all of life is enfolded within us in perfection. perfect. We see now how easily this light joins as one within us. Our hearts beating as one. The one conscious great being, watching, being us. And so we see this beautiful and most perfect light, golden, and filled with love and enlightenment, filling our entire bodies, healing us, guiding us. We move it from left to right, sharing it with one another as we blend into one perfect light. And we are many and we are one. And we see we are always together. And we see this becoming the perfect ring of golden light, resonating forever at this spot. And we see it going upward into space. The entire cosmos suffused in that golden light of love. The best of humanity and the love of earth emanating from this spot to all worlds and all people, as we are now all ambassadors through the universe. And we see this space above us filled with light, and our astral bodies travel upward on this beam of light to traverse space and explore. And we go within this beautiful interstellar center in deep space, and we see thousands upon thousands of enlightened civilizations gathered there, with their most enlightened representatives present. And we see that in the inner chamber of this enormous and beautiful gem floating in deep space are those enlightened souls who are consigned to this planet, Earth, to assist in its transformation. And we see their faces, and we greet them as ambassadors to the universe together in this ancient calling. And we see then the light from this beautiful interstellar center coming back to us and through us to the earth, and spreading out across this land and throughout the earth into the heart of every man, woman, and child on the planet. And this cosmic and divine love penetrates all things. And even the hardest heart and the most closed mind is now suffused in this light. And we are all beating together as one. And as we resonate upward further, back and forth from Earth to this place in deep space, we find that we can effortlessly be in both places, bilocated, as we ascend upward together into this beautiful gem, this gorgeous interstellar center. And now we see that within it, the earth itself is present in her astral body. And we embrace the earth with love And we see the earth being healed and this golden light penetrating the earth and the earth made new. And we feel the joy of the earth as we become one with her in this cosmic and divine love. And all the peoples of the earth are transformed in this light of love. And all the wars are silenced. And all the weapons are made into instruments of peace. And all the hidden sciences and technologies are given forth to humanity in the establishment of an advanced, progressive, peaceful civilization. And we see the earth filled with joy and the great burden lifted from her. And all of humanity suffering its impoverishment and ignorance dissolves in the light of this divine love, this golden light of enlightenment, shining within all things. And so it is that the most great light and the celestial energies are manifesting on and in the earth. And no force can stop it. For the time of the fulfillment of the earth and humanity's destiny has arrived. And in an instant we see the great change. And as our civilization becomes established in wisdom, in abundance, in peace, we become extraterrestrials to other worlds, evolving sisters and brothers younger than we are. And we provide this sheltering branch and extend this protection to them, as it has been given to us. And as 5,000 centuries come and go, we see that at the end of this cycle, everyone on earth is in God consciousness. Every child is born into that state. And we come and go into the state of pure energy or matter at will. And we have spacecraft that are themselves conscious and God conscious. And we travel amongst the galaxies, nurturing all the worlds coming forth from the great being after us. And so we see unfolded between earth and heaven this destiny of humanity. And the earth has become one of the great gems in the diadem of creation. And the time is now for us to manifest that reality through our actions, our words, our thoughts, and our coming together as a people at this most beautiful time in the history of Earth. Namaste.